This is a very simple demo illustrating how we can use runme.dev to perform some very simple scripting to help us reduce the toil in our lives. So in this particular case, the problem I want to solve is I use CircleBack to create automatic notes and transcriptions of my meetings, and I get emails with those meeting summaries. But I like to copy those email summaries into Google Drive because that's where I keep all of my notes. So today I'm going to use Runme to start to automate that process. So with Runme, I can go ahead and create a document. And in that markdown document, I can start describing the task that I want. So I'm going to say, so I've told it that I want to find the meeting notes from CircleBack for the Kubeflow Spark operator meeting group. And you can see that as I was typing, we had this Go cell provided by Runme, which contains the command that I can run to try to accomplish this task. So I'm going to go ahead and run that task. And we can see that we've listed out several emails that contain various meeting notes, right? There's multiple of these because it's a regularly occurring meeting. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the most recent meeting notes. So again, we see that we have the command that gets suggested. And so we can go ahead and execute that command, right? And so in this particular case, we get an error. And it looks like something about the command was wrong, right? So the AI appears to have gotten something wrong. So let's go ahead and run part of the command to try to get some insight of what goes wrong, right? So if we look at the error, we can see that this particular email didn't get found, right? So what happens, it looks like, is the AI improperly extracted the email ID from the list of the emails, right? So if we go back up and we scroll up, we can see that the actual email we wanted has, 643 in it, and it's not this ID. So we can just go ahead and copy that, and then we can paste that in and see if that fixes the command. Great, so that did it. So we should have our file now. So let's go ahead and check that file to see that it worked. And so you'll notice that we've outputted the contents of this HTML file. One of the nice things about Runme is that it can render rich output. So in this case, because it's HTML, we can render that directly inside the notebook, and we can see the rich preview. And so then the final step that we have to do is upload the notes to Google Drive. And so again, we get a command that we can run. And so we'll go ahead and run that command. And let's just go and check. We'll go and open that. And great, our meeting notes have been uploaded to Google Drive. So one way to understand the value that Runme is providing is we can try to go and accomplish the same task using Claude. So let's go back up and let's copy our original prompt into Claude and see what it tells us. So we're going to say, find the email from CircleBack with the notes from the Kubeflow Spark operator meeting group, right? And so the first thing, Claude is complaining because it doesn't have access to our emails, right? So next, let's try to prompt it a little bit more and say, give us the gcontrol command to find the email from CircleBack with the notes, right? And so let's see what Claude tells us, right? So in this case, Claude is unable to help us because it has no knowledge of the gcontrol command, right? And the reason it has no knowledge is because gcontrol is a relatively new CLI that I created, so it's not in Claude's training corpus. So how did Runme know about gcontrol and how was it able to help us? It's because as we perform tasks in Runme, Runme learns and gets smarter. So in previous usages, I had shown Runme how to use gcontrol, and it learned from that and is now able to help me accomplish tasks. So if this sounds exciting, you can go to runme.dev and download it and check it out for yourself. Thank you very much.